Announcement. This is a state of emergency. Prices are exploding in Nigeria. If your dream is to move back or have a home base in Nigeria, the clock is ticking. What cost 100 million naira to build last year is pushing past 200 million naira right now due to skyrocketing material costs. If you do not buy that land or start that foundation today, inflation might quietly make the choice for you and you will be priced out permanently. This is not fear mongering, it is the reality of what's happening in many parts of Nigeria. The question is, will you buy now or will you be priced out? Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Madam Chumzy, and on this channel I talk about relocation to Nigeria, live in Nigeria and also in the diaspora, the UK to be specific. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I beg you to please consider subscribing. Also like my video, share my video, and click on notification bell so that you receive notification anytime I upload a new video. I want to say massive thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. So today I would like to talk about something. I would like to talk about the need to buy your land and build your house as soon as possible. If that's your dream, if you have the dream of owning a property in Nigeria, I think that's my own observation. I think one of the biggest reasons why most Nigerians will never own a property is not because they don't work hard, but because inflation is running faster than their income. Every year, many people work so hard, they save more, but somehow they can only afford less. And to be honest with you, if this trend continues, unfortunately, many Nigerians would be priced out of the property market permanently. That's just the truth of the matter. So that's why I do believe that if your dream or part of your dream is to own a land or build a house in Nigeria, I believe that waiting might be the most expensive decision that you would make. In Nigeria, we've always known that the trend for prices when it comes to landed property is always going to be, it will keep rising. But that's what I noticed recently is that it's not just rising. Now it's aggressively, that's the word, aggressively rising. Prices are really rising in a rate that is really alarming. And the truth is that the ordinary person, the middle class, is being squeezed out. It's not, you are being, in fact, the middle class is being pushed out of the property market right now. That's what's going on. The rate at which the prices are increasing is alarming. I don't know anyway, what I don't think is gentrification is happening in Nigeria. No, I wouldn't class that as gentrification. So I think what's happening is that whether it's urban expansion or price speculation, I don't know. But the thing is that the more wealthy Nigerians and Nigerians in diaspora, they are buying lands and houses. And I think that's what's making the prices to increase. Places that you would consider like far out and bush or village, they're no longer cheap, and that's the truth. They're no longer cheap. And there are places that if you are interested in buying lands in some places like Lagos, some parts of Lagos especially, you had better think twice. Whatever you're doing, you better do it fast. I can tell you that there's a particular one I know of. I cannot even believe the price. I can't. I can't even believe the price. Just within, let me say, 3 years, the price has, I would say, almost 400% increase. It wasn't even cheap before. Now the price is just astronomical. So My advice to anyone that if that's your dream to want to own a property in Nigeria, start making plans for it if you've not. And if you have the money, start buying. Start buying or building. Outside of um, materials, as in building materials, the price obviously they're increasing. Nigeria prices don't come down. Maybe for foodstuff sometimes they'll come down, go up. But you see, for building prices, I don't know. I've never seen building material prices come down. The trend is always upward. It's going prices for anything that has to do with land and property is the trend is upward. It's going to the heavens. Why your salary is going to the your salary is down or is going down. So I would advise that if you have to be serious, to be honest, this is what I noticed. It's getting out of hand, and that is the truth. That is the truth. Most people are going to be priced out permanently. If you live in the diaspora and you want to buy a land or you want to buy a house or you want to build your house, do it wisely. My advice to people, especially those that have lived abroad for a long time without going home, my advice to you would be come back, visit Nigeria, come and I would say window shop. Learn the city or town before you invest in it. Don't just send your money home, go home. Try and go home regularly. And the reason I would say try and go home regularly is so that you can rebuild relationships, reconnect with people. That's very important. The mistake that most people make when building their homes in Nigeria or any part of Africa, they've lived long abroad and they now tell you, oh, somebody that I trust, my brother, or I trust this so person that you've not like seen for 20 years or 15 years, people change. So why I advise people to go home regularly before doing that is that so that you reconnect with people. When you start interacting with people, you now know who has integrity, who you think that people are might not be what they are. So you see the ones that have changed, you see the ones that you can trust, that still have integrity. It's very, very important so you don't start crying how someone took your money. It's very, very important that you do that. That would be my advice. Those trips that you're going to take to reconnect, to me, they're an investment. They're not expense. I know it's expensive going home, but to me, that's an investment. It will help you. Another thing I would advise you to do when you go home, and that's part of the reason why I say it's good to go regularly. Go and visit the city or the town you're interested in. Study it before you invest. So if you're interested in, let's say Lagos, go there. Go to the part of Lagos you're interested in. And I would advise you, if you're interested in buying a property in Lagos, go during rainy season. Because especially if you're interested in buying property in Lagos Island, please go during the rainy season so that you see if the place you want to buy is somewhere that you would think you can live during the rainy season. Because unfortunately some places do flood and it's horrible. So that would be my advice. Go around the neighborhoods. Let's say you pick a city, you go around different neighborhoods, you see there, you speak to people, you see how the roads are, you see what infrastructures they have, you ask questions, then you would know, okay, you have a picture of the different places so that when you go back to your base in the diaspora, when they call you and say, okay, there's a land that is available, you ask them what area, at least you have an idea of what that area looks like or if it's an area that you there and there, you know if it's an area that you want to live in because you've visited and you know the areas now in the city. So that would be my advice. You go there, you window shop, you can ask prices of land. If it's house you're interested in, ask the prices. Yeah, the price might change by the time you're planning to buy, but obviously you know the you can like speculate. You get me? That's what I'm trying to say. What the current price would be. So try and speak to people. Try and get familiar with agents there. But the key or the most important thing is to reconnect and know those you can trust when it comes to your building your house. Unless you're going to be there, even if you come back to stay and build, you still need to trust people because you cannot do some things all by yourself. So it's very, very important. That would be my advice. Don't just send your money and think you can trust anybody to build. People are really desperate. Times are hard. So you've got to know that that person has integrity, that no matter what they are going through, they would use your money for the purpose that you're sending it. Because most people, once they're in this bad situation or they are struggling, your money, they'll just use your money. So you've got to be careful. Don't just believe because the person is my brother or my sister, you know. You can't just trust people blindly. As I always say, trust is earned, it's not given. Another advice that I'll give to people is that don't wait till you think you have all the money that you need to start. If you want to build your house, just start with what you have. Start. You can build in phases, which is what most people do in Nigeria. I think that's a good advice. Don't wait till you think you have all the money to build. And again, if you've not bought your land, I would advise that you find out if you can pay in installments. You'll be surprised that you would be you would find that you can. So that's what I would advise people. In that way, you've locked down the price, so it wouldn't cost you more. If you're waiting for when you have all of the money, by the time you are ready, you might be priced out. That's the point I'm saying because of inflation, obviously the prices are increasing and most people's income are not increasing at the rate in which inflation is increasing. So your salary might not catch up with inflation. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you can find out if you can pay an installment, even if you want to buy a house, a already built house, if you can do that, obviously in Nigeria we don't have maybe they do, but I don't. It's not a common thing in Nigeria. Mortgage, even if they do, it's not going to be like in the West where you can do 20, 25 years, 30 years. I don't think you can. You will not get that in Nigeria. So whatever you can get as in the payment plan to just make it easier for you. The purpose is just to lock down the price. But obviously, don't go and do something that you cannot keep up with because the payment plan, obviously, the money is going to be really, really chunky that you'll be paying in those installments. So just be careful that you don't go and commit to something that you cannot keep up with. Then you end up losing everything, losing the one that you've paid because you cannot keep up with paying the balance or what now. So or meet up with the agreement. So just bear that in mind. So that's what I advise people to do if it's possible. Do that. But I know for building a house, you can. It's your property, it's your land. You can take your time and build it at your own pace. But obviously, don't wait too don't try not to take too long, because the longer you wait, the more the price of building materials keep going up. So that would be my advice for people. Don't wait till you think you have all of the money. People often say that the best time to buy a land was 10 years ago. Maybe that's true, but you cannot change yesterday. What you can do is change what you do today. So don't be that person that will stand on a plot of land in 10 years' time and say, I remember when this was affordable. Instead, be that person that will stand on a plot of land and say, I thank God, or I'm grateful that I acted when I did. And that's what I want you guys to take home today. Act as soon as possible. Nobody knows what the property market will look like in the next 10 or 20 years, but one thing that we know and history has shown that is that prices keep going up. And as I said, what I noticed recently is that the prices are exploding. So my advice to you would be, do not let fear, do not let procrastination, or you waiting for the perfect moment stop you from pushing ahead or push your dream further away. My advice would be, start with what you have. Start as soon as possible. All right. So thank you guys for watching up to this point. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing. I would like to hear your opinions in the comment section. Okay, like my video, share my video, and also click on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.